My drug of choice has always been alcohol. I love cocktails, I love mixology, but cannabis is totally taking its place. And politically, I've always been a huge proponent of decriminalization or legalization, so it's cool to be a part of the movement and to get to be, more visible within it. We've gotten mind-blowing testimonials. Women have had plans for a hysterectomy and changed their plans just because of a topical. We've had women who have been dealing with depression and anxiety for a long time. They use our CBD chocolate to relax. It releases all your feel-good neurotransmitters. The tincture has blown our mind because it helps with acute symptoms, but people started coming back and saying their next cycle has been better.
I got into the business about 7 years ago. My brother was the caretaker for my grandmother, right? So I watched cannabis actually work for her medicinally. And at the time, I was looking to do something different, and my partner now, Rick, was a customer of mine, and he ran a very large bakery in Colorado. So we've been talking for several months about what to do different, and it always revolved around food. So, after seeing medical cannabis work for my grandmother, I approached him and asked him, hey, can we do infused edibles here? And that's kind of how it started.
People in the world of marijuana tend to be curious, gentle, enlightened, people looking for something, looking for answers, asking the right questions. Therefore, why can't we be better?
With pot, it's nice and it doesn't hurt you, so you can do it over and over and over again, and you can choose your different strengths of pots, so you go to different levels of stoned, what have you. I like very light pot because I don't like to get confused. I just like to get happy. But I'm an old guy, I'm an old guy who is not overweight, so I'm easy to get stoned. I don't drink. When did I have my last drink, wife?
1994.
I started drinking in 94 because my wife said, I don't like you when you drink. I like the wife, so I quit drinking.
My message to people getting into the industry or people in the industry is continue to do the right thing. If you're going to come in and you're going to be a legal licensed operator in one of the fastest growing industries in the world right now, you have to do it above board. You have to do everything legally. You have to follow the rules and the regulations. That's the only way this is going to work.
The cannabis world is about so much more than just the consumption of it as a product. We vote on how pharmaceuticals are distributed, whether or not we use them. So even if it's not something you're passionate about, it touches so many parts of society that do touch you, from our criminal system to where our government is not involved, to inclusion of minorities in businesses. So if you're going to pick one industry to care about, it's a pretty good one to care about. The environment, keeping things organic, doing things through nature, it's all there.
With the roses I give you, if you weren't so far away, highway, storm clouds, narrow boys, they come between us, no matter where we run, stay lost in this love song, lost in a love song, and that's alright.
If it's a question or a choice between profit and freedom, choose freedom.
See me through the night until our time is come.
Cannabis miracles are real, and sometimes all it takes is a topical.
We'll be lost in a love song. Scheming and dreaming about you.
I smoked for 30 years. And then I got a heart stent. I stopped that day, of course. And But I realized I could only vaporize pot if I was going to continue with pot or edibles. So I started vaping, and members of my family said, "You should try this, it's healthier." I said, "Thank you," because I miss it. See, I went to I come home one day from the gym, and my wife said, Celebrity Rehab called. They want to know if you have any drug issues. I said, "Well, we all know I smoke dope." She goes, "Yeah, no, do you want to stop?" I said, "No, not really." She goes, "But I've been thinking about it. I think you should do this show for the audience and stop smoking pot for a while." So I did. I was on that show for the better part of a month, stopped smoking pot. Then I came off the show, and I stayed off dope for 1,000 days. If you count the days I also gave up in rehab, because it was on the 1,001st that I went back, and was pleased with going back.
I heard him calling me the little godfather, big head and sharp steel.
Backbone is very, very weed culture heavy. Cannabis has been a huge inspiration for us in creating this record. All the music that we do, it's in the songs,
California
in the
is
music.
the best place for that.
Well,
I mean,
we love California, we love Washington, we love Oregon, we love Colorado, we love it
I
all.
love Amsterdam
We
too.
love Amsterdam.
I go to Amsterdam every 2 weeks because I'm from Paris. So I drive there, get the goods.
When you're facing another imitation for limitation while you're shopping at the store. Keep eating all that sushi up albacore.
Really, anything you're gonna find in a bottle, in a rolling paper, in a pipe, in a device, it's all right in here. We already have it. Tap in right here, including the crazy stuff. It's there for a reason. And first find out all about you before you bring anything on board.
Over the top, no reason to fall. If he build a foundation, he can stand up tall. New Nas on the rise, doesn't like to ball. Christ hard in his lyrics, now you should take notes. You might be stumbling across some philosophical quotes. Door slide in the palace while I'm breaking a sweat. Fresh polish on that jewel that you hustle to get. Less relish on my turkey sub, making you wet. I keep a fucking appetite, now I'm on the left. Right wing of the market, nail string on the carpet. Real music warp it, formatic work it. Backbone gives you a boner, telephone app for toner, pay me up front.